Before diving into the fifth episode, I want to discuss the events that led to it. That is the group performances. There were 3 in total. Starting with Team A, who performed Unforgiven by Le Seraphim. This group consisted of Hybe, Onoka K, Onoka M, and Rinka. They had to perform the Japanese version of this song, which is an interesting decision. It is also an interesting choice to assign this song to a group that is primarily composed of vocalists. As for the performance, it was great. The girls did a marvelous job with the little time and resource that they got. This was the best performance out of the 3. However, there were some problems. First of all, what's wrong with this show? Why do they always shift the camera away from the contestants when they perform, especially when they perform really well? Onoka K did most of the heavy lifting in this performance. I think she executed some parts better than the others, but overall, she was amazing. I think Onoka M was nervous at the start, which showed in her performance, but her high note and crystal clear voice impressed me. In Rinka's case, I feel that somewhere inside of her, she had given up. It's not like she wasn't working hard or anything. She was working hard. She was trying her best. But sometimes in life you just know that you won't make it. Like there is no hope. And no matter how hard you try, things won't change. Throughout Prelude, Rinka gave me this feeling. And I feel so bad for her. Hybe started the performance weakly, but eventually she just evolved. I really like her parts in this song. She has charisma. Next we have Team B with the song Almond Chocolate by Illit. I don't like this song. The girls deserve a better song. Team B consists of Ayana, Elena, Sakura, and Syria. Okay, so this team had 0 chemistry. And this song amplified that. Visually, Elena just did not fit in. She is too tall. Elena faced 2 types of problems over here. First of all, the choreo didn't favor her. It made her look clumsy. Second of all, the vibe of this song did not allow her to shine. Furthermore, her voice did not suit this particular song. Personally, I like her voice a lot, but it is not an Illit type of voice. Now, let's talk about the most controversial contestant, Sakura, who had one singular line which she sang completely off-key. Syria did a better job in this round. She sang with a clear, bright voice, but she was a bit over-energetic when it comes to the choreo. Overall, this team did not mesh well. Ayana did what she could with what she was assigned. This song sabotaged her so bad. Also guys, the original Almond Chocolate sounds like this. It's not Ayana's fault. At last we have Team C, the only team with an English song. This team had the divas aka Rira and Jayla, as well as the cuties aka Aoi and Naru. They had to perform Debut by Cat's Eye. Here's a real-life story. The first time ever that I heard the song was when I was at a mall, and this is what I heard. Needless to say, I was so confused. I needed English subtitles to understand an English song. I am sure that Team C had a difficult time with this song. Team C's performance was lacking in baddie energy. I feel like they had a baddie plus ladies vibe. The only baddie was Rira. Rira nailed her parts. She has individuality, and she doesn't shy away from showing it. I have never been disappointed by her. Please go and watch her performances in the black and white edition. It is available on YouTube. I think you will enjoy it, 'cause Rira is such a lovable girl. Nara's voice is so good. She sounds incredibly stable, even while dancing. I think she could work on her expressions a bit more, but in this performance, she did a good job. Jayla was good. Singing, dancing, facial expression. I can't fault her for any of this. But I would say that for someone who ranked number 1 in the last round, Jayla's performance needed something extra. Lastly, Aoi. I love the styling. Aoi looks so adorable. Her voice is definitely one of my favorites in the show. Though in this performance, her singing was shaky at times. She was unexpectedly able to keep up with the choreo. Her expressions were nice. But she is most definitely not a baddie. Now that we have discussed the group performances, let's talk about episode 5, or to be more precise, the elimination round. It was already announced that only 4 contestants would be selected for the next round, and in my last video, I made some predictions, but turns out I was wrong. This elimination round was really shocking. Like rage bait shocking. I could already tell in the last elimination round that they would eliminate Anoka M, Elena, Rinka, Neru, and Rira in this one. In Rira's case, I was sure that Hybe would not select her because she has such a free-spirited, guy-are-you core personality. I truly want Rira to debut in a place where her individuality is respected and not suppressed. I want her to debut in BMSG. She could become besties with Momoka if she debuts there. I like Neru and Elena, but this project was not for them. They are more suitable for elegant concepts. Vibe-wise, I think they would fit in a Claris type of group. I want Anoka M to debut solo, or in a group like Little Glee Monster. As for Rinka, I want her to get out of Avix. That agency is a masterclass of wasting talent. All of these were within my expectations, but then things got weird. They eliminated Jayla and Syria from the show. Judging from the previous episodes, I was so sure that either one of them would make it to the final team, but both got eliminated. That too before going to LA. That's the craziest plot twist ever. I know I was quite harsh on these two in my last video, but that's 'cause I genuinely felt that their ranks in the last round were not justified. However, in this round their elimination is not justified. I don't know what logic the producers used, but I saw some comments saying that they got eliminated 'cause they were half Japanese. Well, if that's Hybe's reason, then Hybe needs to go back to the drawing board and do some market research. I have a strong feeling that most viewers of Prelude have surface-level knowledge of J-pop. Well, I must break it to you that in J-pop there are plenty of half Japanese artists. Also, some of the most successful K-pop groups in Japan had 0 Japanese members. The belief that having Japanese members is the only way of winning over the Japanese music market is a myth, manufactured by K-pop companies. You know what? I don't think it matters whether the final group has a full or half or no Japanese member. If the group and their music resonate with the Japanese audience, then they will succeed in Japan, otherwise they won't. Furthermore, Syria has the exact type of cute plus elegant vibe that has been a hit in J-pop for decades. This show is following a few patterns. First, they are over-focusing on some people and ignoring everyone else. They are hyping up certain contestants and then promptly eliminating those same contestants. This is so toxic. Second, they are pretending to prioritize contestants with experience and music production knowledge. Meanwhile, out of 4 chosen contestants, only Ayana qualifies in these 2 categories and the rest are complete rookies. However, the biggest plot twist of the century is that Sakura did not get eliminated. This is pure malicious. There is no way that the show makers are unaware of the hate that Sakura, a literal kid, would get as a result of their decision. It feels like they are using her to create drama. I saw some comments saying that Sakura was chosen because she fits the quote-unquote J-pop standard. Listen guys, you are misunderstanding things. Your source of misinformation is probably Produce 48. But here's the fact check. There is no such thing as a J-pop standard. For some select Japanese idol groups, such as AKB48, fans prefer focusing on things like personality, hard work, and emotional connection over talent. But that doesn't happen to everyone. Otherwise, all members of AKB48 would have been equally popular. You cannot just pick a random Japanese girl and be like, sure, she would be popular amongst the Japanese folk, 'cause she has star power. That is not gonna work. In fact, Rira has a higher chance of becoming popular in Japan than Sakura does. That's because Rira has a unique personality, and she gives a sense of authenticity. And I must also add that Japanese people are more likely to root for contestants like Jayla and Rinka, whose hard work and determination have been visible in multiple audition shows. So, please stop with that. They picked this girl 'cause she appeals to the Japanese audience. Narrative. Trust me, there is no textbook definition for this. And whatever info about J-pop you got from K-pop sources, those are very likely to be false. With all that said, let's move on to the elimination that shocked me to the core. Anoka K got eliminated in this round. I am speechless. I cannot take this show seriously at all. The 4 contestants who got selected to move on to the next round are Sakura, Ayana, Hybe, and Aoi. I think the show makers are soft-launching Sakura for Hybe's other project, or simply using her as rage bait. Both are unethical methods. Anyways, Hybe has potential, though Aoi has my vote for now. Her dance skills need a reset, but she has shown that she can improve. Her voice is really pleasant. I don't mind her becoming the dark horse of this show. Ayana has not been able to showcase her talent yet. Let's see what happens in the next round. I will admit it though, I am getting increasingly uninterested in this project. FYI, this show isn't a hit in Japan, despite its star cast. And once the latest season of Produce 101 Japan starts airing, this show will lose all relevance. So good luck to Prelude, I guess. Thanks for watching this video. I would really appreciate it if you could give me your feedback. I may return with another video on this topic if this show rage baits me once again. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.